Welcome back. All right, so this is pretty simple in terms of a news video. So might as well talk about Brett Connolly first, right? He's been suspended 4 games for the hit on Tanner Caro. It's pretty straightforward. It was a rough hit. Caro was out on the ice, and so even though Connolly, I don't think he has any kind of a record before this. I think 4 games is okay. And again, I know there's some who are not going to like that. There are some who are going to think he should have had more. Of course, that's where the argument of, well, he should be out for however long it takes till Caro gets back. But with a head injury, that's really unpredictable. So it could be 2 games. Maybe Caro comes back. It could be 20. What if he doesn't come back? So there are definitely limits on that way of doing things too. So Connolly's going to be out for the next 4 for Chicago, which, I mean, everybody's on the list anyways, right? And speaking of which, the NHL, I'm going to say this straight out. They are not shutting down the whole league. They've said that the NHLPA, the league, have been in conversation. They are not going to shut down the league. So they're going to shut everything down. They're not. Cross-border games until after Christmas are gone. And here's why. Now, I get it. If you test positive in the U.S. coming back into Canada, dicey. So they don't want to have a situation where a player crosses the border, or for a U.S. team coming up to Canada, whoops, positive test, and now you're quarantined. So I'm sure they looked at what Carolina went through to get players out of Vancouver, and they said, all right, that's expensive. We'd rather not have that situation come up again. So that's been pushed back until the 27th, and it would appear that they're ready to start things back up on the 27th for everybody. The Detroit Red Wings have joined the ranks of teams that have been shut down. The other interesting part is that all Canadian teams now are off for the rest of the week. There are no Canadian teams versus Canadian teams on the schedule that I saw. So Canadian teams are out for the next little while here. And so they get to have the holiday with their families, and, they get to relax a little bit. It's been a crazy schedule. It really has. And the Olympic announcement may come tomorrow. Now, there's no way that they're going to come out with an announcement tomorrow saying, we're going. So this is the announcement of, we're not going. And of course, for the NHL, it has to be a decision that's made jointly with the PA. So they can't just jump in and go, so we're out, because they don't want to risk the PA being upset and frustrated and angry. So yeah, it would appear that Olympic participation for NHLers is out for this year, as we would have expected. So that means the coaches, the GMs, all of that all gets pushed aside, and then it's Plan B, which means that I won't get to wear this beautiful hat when Canada gets medals on this channel. I won't be able to wear this beautiful shirt when Canada gets medals on this channel. I will still cover the Winter Games should they take place on the Entertainment Guy channel, but because it won't be NHLers playing the men's hockey tournament, I won't be up in the middle of the night to watch the games. So, that at this point is where we're at. It could change at any point, of course, but the NHL is not shutting down. They're looking at this, and they're trying to come up with a game plan here to go forward, and that's the idea. Now, I've seen all the comments about they should do what the NFL's doing. I know that's been discussed. I know it may end up coming to that, but it's something that has to be agreed upon between the league, the players, and they have to then have a plan going forward if that's what they're going to do. So it's all basically up in the air right now. And then Darren Dreger's reporting that Hockey Canada may pull out of the Spengler Cup as well for the same thing, that they're looking at the uncertainty. You don't want to end up with players going over to play in the Spengler Cup, and guys in the Spengler Cup aren't making millions of dollars a year. You don't want to have them ending up being stranded overseas, potentially, right? So there is the possibility that Hockey Canada pulls out of the Spengler Cup, and then a backup team would end up going in there, would be my guess. And the World Juniors is in doubt as well. So the World Juniors always start on Boxing Day. And I know they were huge last year. People were really excited about them. And this year, they are in doubt. There is some concern about whether or not the World Juniors are going to get played. So hockey in general is kind of getting shelved here and there. There are some AHL games that were played as well. I'll do an AHL video tomorrow about the goings on around that league as well, where they're having a lot of the same problems, teams getting shut down and all that too. But games have been played. I know that the Abbotsford Canucks have been playing, so hopefully they don't have any issues that cause any of the Abbotsford Canucks to not be able to come back into the country. But hey, I'll still be here. I know this isn't the news that some wanted to hear, but the NHL's just they're playing it cautious, and they'll come up with a game plan and they'll come back. There's not going to be a shutdown like last time around, because the NFL's not shutting down and the NBA's made it clear they're just soldiering through. I don't think they care if they got to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to come out of retirement. I think we might see Magic Johnson going out there. Maybe we see Charles Barkley end up playing in a game, right? And maybe that's where we're headed. But all kidding aside, one thing that I will say is it has been honestly kind of interesting watching, and I know it sucks to see teams with like 8-9 guys out, or because injuries and the COVID list. But it has been interesting to see guys come into the league who were in the league before playing well. And it's been interesting to see some of these rookies come in, like a Jack Drury in Carolina as an example. And they play pretty well. And so the argument could be made, there might be some guys who get called up right now who are ready right now. And so teams might be getting a look at that. And so once we come through this, and this wave will pass, as they all do, it may open up some trade routes. It may mean that a team might say, you know what, we were going to keep this veteran, but this kid here is ready. We think he should be in the lineup. So, and some players may reclaim careers as well. Guys who were, destined to probably spend the rest of their time in the minors, maybe they get another chance at being in the National Hockey League, whether they be goaltenders, defensemen, or wherever they are. So it's all about finding that positive side of it. Positive side of it. I don't know why I hesitated on that. But anyways, I do my best to find the positive side of it. So all the best to everybody out there. I will be doing more, fun videos and everything. The stuff I was going to do during the 3-day no hockey part of things, I'll just spread that out, and I'll come up with more list videos like the one I did this morning. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to be honest. I might even put a series together, maybe take one of these boards and come up with a series that I can do over the next week. Maybe just to look at where we are at this season and where we were in previous seasons, compare records of teams right now to where they've been in previous seasons, and just see which ones are playing the best right now, that kind of thing, right? I think that could be kind of fun. But anyways, there you go. Thanks again for all your support. It means a lot. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And for people wondering, yeah, there likely will be some live streams and stuff of that nature on this channel, as there was during the last time that they shut down. This is only partial, so there'll be partial live streams. Maybe only half the screen will show up, and the other half would be snow. I don't think there's a way to set that up. It's kind of a shame that there isn't, right? Where I could say, well, we're only half shut down on the live stream, so half of it's snow. Anyways, and I don't mean the snow outside. I'm old, so I remember snow on the TV. So when you wouldn't get the no signal, you'd get snow on the. God, I'm old. There's a lot of people watching this that have not seen snow on a television, other than like snow that falls from the sky. I'm really old. All right, thank you guys so much though for all your support, and I will talk to you guys again soon. And hopefully all the players are back on the ice and playing as soon as possible. All right. But thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon.